Good afternoon, gentlemen. To welcome all of you. This is a period that we look forward to. The Abia Integrated Power Project, which of course you have it's going to be inaugurated. It's going to be commissioned on Monday. It is a long time, over 20 years in the making. We started this project in 2004 with an MOU from the federal government of Nigeria, and eventually a substantive agreement in 2005. In fact, this project came before the power reform program that resulted in creation of the Regulatory Commission, in December of 2005. And then we were licensed. Our project was licensed, actually our companies were licensed at the same time as the Gencos in Nigeria and the Discos in Nigeria in 2006. So the license for the generation company and the distribution company were made at the same time. So this company is the first private sector company in Nigeria. But today is not a day that we go into reason why we didn't start generating electricity since 2013. But I think most of you know the story. This is a period of celebration rather than lamentation. So we've gone through all that, and we are happy to be moving forward. The objective of the project is to provide absolute reliable electricity for the people of Abia metropolis. It's a metropolis because the project covers 9 local governments, 4,000 square kilometers, and if you really look at how Abia State is composed, the vast population of Abia State can be found in those local governments, those 9 local governments, and the economy of the state also can be found there. So the industries are here, and I would even say that this is where the key industries of the region, the entire region, can be found. So it's very important environment. Everybody who knows about business can tell you that when you have electricity, then you can compete with other places that have that energy, because the cost of energy in production of products constitutes the main cost of production. So Nigerian-made products will begin to compete when we have industrial power at appropriate price. That's what this project is to do. We are very, very proud and happy that the government of Abia State is working in sync seamlessly with the promoters of this project. So we really appreciate the governor for his support, and this is why you'll find the Honorable Commissioner for Power and Public Utility here with us, just to demonstrate the coupling of the government and the private sector doing this. In any place, public electricity is a government. Government must be involved. why the regulator is very much involved in it. And so in Abia State, it is quite so. So I think that's really it. The Honorable Commissioner, if you have something to add.
Thank you, gentlemen of the press. Like Prof mentioned, we are glad to see this day, and we are looking forward to it. This is a project of more than 20 years. You can see if you check the cost of what we lost by not having power, it's not measurable. So, and when this new government led by His Excellency, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, OFR, came on board, one of the key points in his manifesto in driving power to Abians, making sure electricity is available to our people, is by collaborating with key stakeholders in the sector in Abia State. Because, like Prof said, government needs to partner with the stakeholders, such as geometric power. So, and that is why we are here. We are seeing the partnership as a way of encouraging the private sector to invest in our state. And like we said, if you want to drive industrialization without power supply or reliable electricity, you cannot go anywhere. It affects every sectors of life, talking about employment, well-being, even up to security. So Abians should be excited, and the government be excited to be associated with this project, and we are looking forward to Monday. Thank you.
Well, state government was expected to commit that amount, but it didn't. It couldn't deliver on the amount. So, and of course, it's really not dollars. It's not dollars. Nobody has given us any dollar. So, yes, and it's a good thing for a state government to want to take, let's say, 5% equity position in a company of this nature. It's after all, it's a state government. It's within the state government. But really, the PPP that Sidon was talking about is more about how a government acts to ensure there is investment in the place. I lived in the US for 27 years. I can tell you that the state and local governments go out of their way to provide incentives for companies to come to invest there. Not because they get something, like equity. No, it's because they provide employment. The company provides employment, and they pay tax to the state or the local government. That's where it is. So any government that doesn't understand it, it means they don't understand what it's about to improve the state. Because there is no government, I can tell you, that has the kind of money to invest in all kinds of areas, whether it is healthcare, whether it is electricity, whether it is, So the government relies on providing enabling environment, incentives. That's what it's about. That's what the PPP is more about.
Please, okay, just for clarification. It is not the Otis government that did not pay. It's important.
No.
But we expect the Otis government to pay.
Yes, and let me just add to what Prof said. The government is a stakeholder. So the government is a partner. Any way we want to look at it. Because for us, we have a social contract with our people. So any responsible government, irrespective that will have to provide the conducive environment to encourage the private sector, we also have to have a stake in what the private sector offers. Because our stake can be in different formats. Like you mentioned, it can be in terms of finance. It can also be in terms of the role we play. One of them is making the road, making sure they have rights of way, making sure their infrastructures are secure. so that they will be able to perform maximally, and we can hold them accountable when they don't perform. So state government is a stakeholder. So yes, we are stakeholders.
Excellent. Please, Mike or me?
Perspective is very important. When the first turbine fires, you will get about double the power Abia gets today. Abia gets right now about 25 megawatts or below that. So the first turbine generates 47 megawatts. So there's no question that Abia will automatically see a change in the light situation. Yes, it doesn't give you everywhere the reliable electricity. But when the second turbine comes, you will surely begin to see reliable electricity. The third turbine will not become consumed by Abia because Abia, from the test that we did, maximally it's a peak at been 100 megawatts. So, and this is a 147 megawatt power plant. Our goal is to continue to install additional power to ensure that as Abia's demand continues to improve, that we continue to ensure that we will have more power. And that's why we're talking about the 188 megawatts, that's the license. So the 47 additional megawatts to the 3 turbines will come as soon as we begin to notice that we're getting close to the maximal demand, maximal load of the excess power will have to be going to the grid for now.
Okay, please, you.
Commissioner of Power Plant, the Honorable Commissioner knows this from his background. It's a series of events. So you have cold commissioning that must happen. All that's been done. So it is really the hot commissioning that's coming up, and that requires gas flowing. To even get gas to flow, that's a major undertaking unto itself. But you have to get the gas processing power plant itself, which is called the AGG, the Associated Gas Gathering Generator, to work. Okay, that has taken some time, and because for about 3 years it wasn't working. It belongs to NNPC. Actually, it used to belong to Shell, but it's now NNPC. When you're looking at commissioning, there are so many dependencies, a lot of which are not us. Everything that is about geometric power is set. So the dependence now is putting gas through the pipe so that you get gas, and so they're ready. So the commissioning is a long process, and so when you start firing the turbine for hot commissioning, it takes time because it is a start and stop. It knows. It's not like you come and you switch it on like your generator. No, it doesn't work like that.
There is a
Yes.
So then, the final question, please. The time frame between the start of the hot and the cold, because we are the ones that we interface between your company and the people. And what they want to hear right now is about how geometric is ready, and we will have steady power.
From the commissioning period can take up to a week for a turbine. Usually you commit about 3 weeks really to finish commissioning one turbine. But because it's a more modern equipment, it will take shorter time. Okay, thank you. You live in Aba, or you live...
I live in Umwani.
That's why. You wouldn't have asked the question about the replacement of EEDC because you would have known that there's no EEDC here, okay, in Aba. That Aba Power has bought out EEDC in this area. That's the supplier of electricity. Because the intention is generate electricity, give to Abba Power, invest to improve Abba Power. So all these, as you're coming here, you might have seen all these towers. You won't see towers like this any other place in Nigeria. It's here in Abba. Yeah. So this investment was done to improve the distribution infrastructure, unlike any other place. We've invested in distribution substations, brand new substations. I can tell you that I don't know any other disco in Nigeria that invested as much in electricity distribution substations as what we have here. So that's because the goal is to really totally improve electricity distribution, reduce losses, technical losses, and put the power to local grid, not to national grid. Not put the power to national grid, then drop it to local grid. No, but to simply take the power from the power station here. In case you haven't seen the place, maybe you'll be taken around so that you see that power goes straight to the local grid. Now, there's another question you asked. The 9 local governments, I know you were testing, what's your name again?
Patricia.
Patricia, you're testing me. And I will see if I'll pass. Abba South, Abba North, Isialangwa North and South, Ugunabo, Okwa East and West, Osisioma, where you are, and Ubingwa.
Yes.